Hi everyone, welcome back to the Me For You channel. My name is Anita and I'm answering a specific question from Anna about a skincare routine that would best benefit those with oily skin and enlarged pores. So this is something that I practice quite often in the summertime, and some of the steps may not be ones that you think of, so keep watching until the end. For people who may benefit from it all throughout the year, I think that you will see some changes by doing small things throughout the week. First of all, I want to say that I don't believe in special products for oily, sensitive, dry skin. I think each skin condition is based on trial and error of what skincare products will work, and bucketing them into skincare types is not something that I tend to do. So I try a wide range of products and see how they feel on my skin. I find that especially for mattifying products, if they contain certain ingredients like alcohol or anything harsh that tend to aim for breaking down the oil and eliminating oil, sometimes the body may respond thinking that, oh, my skin needs to produce more oil because it's starting to feel stripped away of its natural oils. And so it can have the counter effect of what you're trying to achieve. So a lot of people who use mattifying products often complain that their skin feels like it's getting stripped away, they're stinging, and then in response to that, more oil production occurs, and then the pores largen even more, and so you get clogged pores, and the vicious cycle starts again. So my best advice is to focus at the care before you go to bed. So the nighttime skincare routine is essential for really balancing out the oil production in the skin. And this is based upon my personal experience. So let me know in the comments below if you try this and if it works for you. You should give it at least about a month to 2 months just for the skin to adapt to the changes, especially if you're using new products or if you're using new techniques that you haven't tried before. Okay, so the first thing that we need to accomplish even before we get into skincare is limiting the sugar intake. So I did a separate video on what sugar does for our body and ultimately our skin. So you can check that video out first. And if you are able to commit to that, then will you really see better benefits of the skincare steps. Because ultimately what sugar does is that it increases the oil production from within, and it contributes towards the skin enlarging its pores and for more oil to be rising to the surface. The first step is one that's often spoke about, which is the double cleanse with either an oil or a balm. If you have oily skin, there could be reservations about using oil and balms because you may think that it will just make your situation even oilier. But in fact, there's no better way to combat oil with oil. When you are including the double cleanse into your step, what you are doing essentially is trying to balance out the oil that's naturally produced in your skin with the oil that's contained within the products. So the products that I use tend to be very clean and minimalist in terms of the ingredients. So you shouldn't be experiencing any adverse effects from using this because there's no alcohol, there's nothing harsh to really strip away the oils. The importance of using a balm or an oil is to really unclog the pores. Shrinking the pores with the dirt and the sebum still inside it is really not desirable. So by using the oil, it really pulls out what is dirty and oily so that the next step we can move on to is shrinking them. And that's how you get the clear, translucent, glowy skin that is often described as glass skin. For the foam, I recommend those with enlarged pores to use one that is slightly sticky in texture. So I spoke about this Pyunkangyul foam that often looks gummy. So when you put it in between your fingers, there's like a stickiness. The eggshell cleansing foam is another one, which I found to be really great. So with these ones, the objective is, again, to really pull what's in the clogged pores out onto the surface. It really helps to really do that extraction. So once you do this, you start to feel that your skin can breathe a lot better. Now for the cooling part. This is key. And I actually found this from another beauty blogger that I follow. She is also Korean. And she explained it very, very well. When the temperature rises in your body, then your pores naturally are enlarged because the response is to sweat. So in order for the toxins to come out through the pores are enlarged. Well, you can certainly manage it a lot better by doing this cooling technique. So what you will need is a small face cloth, as well as aloe vera gel. So something very, very light in texture. This one is 92% aloe vera, so it's very concentrated, but at the same time, it's very, very light and not sticky at all. The best way to do this is to target the back of your neck. So the temperature that rises to the face, by targeting the back of the neck, you can really influence how the temperature of the face feels. I didn't know this, but it's really informative and it actually works very well. So when you get out of the shower, you would take your washcloth that's been in the refrigerator. So first, before jumping in the shower, you would have to wet the cloth and then put it in the refrigerator as you're in the shower. And then when you come out, you remove it from the fridge and then you place it in the back of your neck like this. So I'll do a demonstration here. So right now I just got out of the shower. I'm going to apply the gel, so it's a bit of a thicker, almost like a mask, onto my face, and then keep the towel behind my neck. So the cold compression behind the neck, over time it lowers the blood pressure, it also lowers the temperature from the face, and it helps to really shrink those pores. If you are really serious about doing this cooling method on a frequent basis, I recommend that you take a look at a refrigerator for your bathroom or your bedroom. I've done this. I took a look at what refrigerators are out there, and you just need a very small one. I found one on Kijiji for $30, and it was well worth it because I keep my soothing gel, I also keep my towels and my supplements. I also keep certain products like toning pads, because when it's used when they're cool, it helps also soothe the face as well. So the benefits I find are a lot double-fold when I use products out of the fridge. It also helps keep them fresh for longer, so it's another added benefit. So after the cooling step, maybe about once a week, depending on how my pores are, if I feel like I need to do another deeper cleanse, and sometimes in the beginning you might want to do this every other day, but then eventually as your pores are shrinking a little bit, you might bring it down to maybe once a day. Beautycounter has one that the ingredients are very clean, and it also feels really good on the skin because it tingles like a peppermint feeling. So it's very soothing, very calming, and it definitely is a treat. So the Beautycounter Charcoal Face Mask is a good one. The Korean alternative is one from Secret Key, and this one is called Blackout Pore. It is a good one in that the texture is very similar to the Beautycounter. It's a little bit runnier, but you would apply this with a spatula onto the face, let it harden, and then wash off. I will do a separate product review of this. There are a lot of ingredients in here that were pretty beneficial in deep cleansing and shrinking the pores, like clay and charcoal. I also think that the texture is also very good because it doesn't feel very harsh, nor does it feel like it's stripping away all the nutrients that you need. It's almost a good balance of both. After doing this nighttime routine, you will find that when you wake up in the morning, your face does feel a little bit more balanced and not grimy at all. So I hope viewers like Anna would have benefited from these tips. I understand that the cooling step is something that you may not have thought of, the back of the neck influencing the pores on your skin, but it has certainly worked for me, and I have seen some good benefits when my skin feels oily. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you in future videos. Take care, everyone. Bye.